Game 6 from Houston. LA jumped the Rockets early, took the first three. Once again, no Kevin Durant for Houston. But the talented bunch that won LA, trying to win on their home floor, wasn't going to be their night. Rui Hachimura gets the dunk, and LeBron finds him with a bullet. LA up 5 after the opening quarter. James, step back, clean look at three. And the 41-year-old pushing the lead to a dozen. Luka cheering on from the bench. They play long enough, maybe they can get him back. It's James spinning with the left. The lead goes to 14. LA up 15. And Smart gets the block of Amen Thompson. Reeves with a pickup. James, step back. Bottoms from three. He had 14 in the second quarter. The Rockets had 13 as a team. It's 49-31 heading into the break. We have seen some offensive clunkers in these first rounds of the playoffs. Atlanta on Thursday, Houston tonight. And there's James. What a block from Jabari Smith Jr. It's always LeBron with the chase down, but here it's Jabari that gets the great block there. But LeBron can afford to smile because his team's still up by 20, make it 22 as Reeves attacks the cup. Rockets couldn't provide any pushback in this one. Tari Eason with the miss, and Reeves hits the deck. He limped to the bench, didn't return in the game. You see he's yanked down, lands hard on his left hip. Quad. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to try to diagnose it, but he did limp off and didn't return. They didn't need him because they're way up. LeBron, one of his 8 assists here to Jackson Hayes. 28, 7, and 8 from James. A hug for his close friend Kevin Durant. And the Lakers have closed them out by 20. Lakers advance and get the reigning champions who housed them every game this year. This is the largest point differential against the Lakers ever, and the largest for a playoff matchup in the history of the NBA. That's the bad news. The good news, LA and LeBron have earned the right to play at least 4 more.
I think at this point, I mean, in my career, and I think I talked about just living in the moment a lot more, and being okay with celebrating the small victories. And I think we should be proud of, the way we played, the way we handled this. This is our first, first time in the playoff series together as a unit. And obviously, being without our MVP candidate and then without, AR for, his first, 3 games? Was it 3 games? 4 games. First 4 games. First 4 games. I mean, up against some obstacles, obviously, and I know they were out with a couple of their guys as well. But I thought we answered the call. I thought we answered the challenge, and for them to, allow me to lead them, that.
Yo, brim and get on out of this gym. Get your coat. Yo, brim and get on out of this gym. Get your coat, your hat, and leave. People.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Unc, you feeling good, huh?
I'm on that. Hey, Joe, I'm on that poke tonight.
Yeah.
It ain't no, Joe, we might go 4 hours. We might go 4.
Hey.
You on that liquor, huh? I got you. You on that yak. Okay. Hey, Unc, before we even start, I got a question for you, right? Now, before reality set in, I know the Lakers played really well tonight. LeBron was aggressive. He did what he needed to do. Goddamn. Oh, hey, Hachimura. Did I say that right? Hachimura?
Yeah, Hachi.
Hey, Hachi was hitting them shots tonight. You hear me?
Yeah.
Don't connect. He showed up. He came to the party. Also,
no, you talking about LaRavia came in. Connect didn't really play until, I don't think he got in the game. No, he came in late. No, it was LaRavia came in, gave him some quality minutes.
Yeah.
5 rebounds.
7
block
points.
Shot. Yeah.
Brother Reeves. Hey, brother Reeves played well tonight too.
Yeah.
He got that rust off a little bit, going into his second game. So I'm gonna let you have a night for the fun because y'all won this series that's over. But y'all know you know what dragon land in front of you now, right?
We not to that castle.
Oh,
we're not trying to kiss that princess yet. So
you're not worried about that yet.
That castle where the dragon is at, and he's blocking the princess.
Right.
We'll talk about that then. Right now, we're gonna talk about them stinking rockets that failure to launch.
Okay.
Them duds. Let's talk about them duds.
Okay.
Let's talk about rocket. They duds. They misfire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody know anything about fireworks? You know when you get a big old pack and half of them duds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey.
Go ahead, Joe. You look at the Lakers, and they understood the assignment. They didn't want to play a game 7 because anything can happen. They got confidence. They're like, hey, we've already won in their building before. We can damn sure go in here and win again. Lakers adopted that same mindset. JJ said, look, guys, game 3. We went there and we won. We can win again. All we got to do is take care of the basketball, keep those guys off the glass. They did a great job of that tonight. Joe, what was so impressive? What you found most interesting in why the Lakers won this game and then won it in the fashion in which they did?
Well, I thought the Lakers played great defense, Uncle Ocho. I mean, as you can see, the Rockets only scored 78 points. And when you cut them young guys' ward off to where they're not efficient, they're not making shots, you see the difference, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a huge difference. But the biggest key is probably the way LeBron started the game. You know, putting his stamp on the game early, you know, getting into the teeth of the defense, living in the paint, scoring at will. I'm like you, Unc. I don't give a damn that he went 10 for 25. I'm cool with that. Hey, bro.
Yep.
Hey, long as you being aggressive, making plays, trying to score, then everybody else, they can get it off the glass. Or they'll catch up with you and they'll start to play off you. I just thought the Lakers was in full control tonight from start to finish. They really never looked like, you know, like they was in, like they was ever going to lose.
Any danger.
Yeah. They was never in any danger. But that's indicative to playing a young Rockets team who, they got a little experience, but hell, if they ain't making shots, okay, Ocho, how else can they affect the game to keep themselves in it at home? And they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it tonight.
And I think the thing is that because Reed Shepherd wasn't able to hit some threes early, nobody was diving to the basket. I thought they did a great job. It's like, look, we're not coming to help. They're like, Ayton, you got to anchor down.
Yeah.
And he did a great job of absorbing that contact because Şengün, when he bothers you, Ayton said, nah, I ain't going nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
I dropped the anchor right here.
Yeah.
I ain't moving.
Yeah.
And he forced shot, made him go up over the top. I thought Marcus Smart was unbelievable tonight. He did a great job of taking care of the basketball. Remember, he had 6 turnovers last game, Joe.
Yeah.
But think about it, it's his hustle plays.
Yeah.
Is that he's blocking shots from back. Hey, and that I don't know who it was. Was it Eason? I don't know if it was Eason. I don't know who it was that he met him at the summit.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
He met him at the summit.
Yeah.
He was sensational tonight. I thought he stepped up to play. I thought Kennard, I thought everybody played really well. They got a little loosey-goosey with the ball. I thought Alster Reeves tried to pat the ball behind his back. It goes out of bounds, and the next thing you know, Houston goes on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, I agree.
Those are the type of plays that when you playing better teams, now you do this, that 6-0 run, OKC, that's 16-0.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that, Ocho. We'll talk about that next week. We ain't gonna talk about it right now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen. I like what you said about Marcus Smart, and for guys who enjoy playing the game, who enjoy watching the game. Man, listen. When you ain't making shots, how else can you put your stamp on the game? Because Marcus Smart probably didn't score till the third or fourth quarter. Uncle
He had
Ocho.
1 point until those final 2 threes.
Yeah. So
he had 1 point.
Yeah. So he never hung his head. He kept playing hard. And hell, you got to have him on the court because his energy and effort that he brings defensively, you know, keeping guys together on defense, I think, he's a hell of a piece, bro. Yeah. You got to have guys who can really stay in the right mind frame, Uncle Ocho, when things ain't really going their way. And for young guys, that's hard, Uncle Ocho.
It's very hard.
Yeah, but when you got a veteran guy like Marcus Smart who done been around the block here, he done gave you 20+, in this series. Yeah. And he didn't... And it's been games like tonight where it didn't look so good to him or for him until late in the game, to where he was able to make a couple shots. But for the most part, bro, he still played his role to the T.
Yeah, hey, Joe, and that's something too. Joe, you mentioned it too before. Sometimes, like when you get to this level, you got to understand everybody can score. But depending on where you at, depending on what your role is, they might not need you to score. So you got to be a value somewhere else outside of just being a scorer, like Marcus Smart was tonight. Okay, I'm not scoring, but there's some other valuable attributes that I bring to my game. For the Lakers tonight, hustling, playing crazy defense. Hey, I don't know what the hell meeting at the summit is, but I know he did something, right?
Yeah.
He made him at the rim. He tried to dunk it.
When he got it.
He went up there.
Okay.
You got to go higher than that.
Okay.
Hey, I'm at the penthouse too.
Okay.
So, unless your penthouse on top of mine, but we both at the penthouse.
I like
Guess
that.
what?
I like that.
This high as you can go.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Joe, that's the thing. When you're a young player, you're not used to things not going your way.
Right.
Because for the majority of your life, things have gone your way.
Yep.
You were the best player in your area. You was an all-state player. You were probably Mr. Basketball. You was the best player on your college team. So now, and so things have always gone your way, so you don't know how to respond when things don't go your way.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like life. Sports is a microcosm of life. When things are always going your way, it's easy.
Yeah.
But when you have a little setback, when you have some stumbling blocks obstacles placed in your way, now how do you overcome adversity?
Absolutely.
We saw Marcus Smart played a terrible game. And even though he didn't have but 1 point until probably like the last 6 minutes of the ball game, other things, other attributes that he contributed, that he brought to the table, that is the difference in winning and losing.
Absolutely.
He's a piece that you, more times than not, he'll contribute to you winning as opposed to you losing games, because he's going to do all the little things, and he understands that, you know what, I'm never going to be the best player on an NBA team.
Right.
With that being said, that doesn't mean I can't contribute. That doesn't mean I'm not valuable.
There you go.
And so once you understand, because a lot of times, Ocho, in our sport, we only equate value to do. If I don't catch no passes, I'm not valuable. If I don't score no touchdowns, I'm not valuable.
Right.
But no, sometimes that being a decoy, sometimes getting that block, instead of it being a 10-yard run, it's a 50-yard house call. You have to understand there are other things that are valuable. Sometimes people just place value on monetary things. That's fine too. We all love monetary things. But sometimes there have to be something other than that brings you value, that brings you happiness. Right. And so I was very excited, considering how poorly he played the other night, to see him bounce back, because he had played so well in this series. Yeah. And when he had been healthy, he had played so well for the Lakers. So it was great to see him bounce back like that. And that's what veteran players that's been in these situations before, this is what they normally do.
Absolutely right. And that's why you got to have glue guys like Marcus Smart, Uncle Ocho, because the game isn't, his game isn't really the sexiest, but at the same time, he knows how to be effective, bro. He knows how to be effective. He plays his role to the T. He stars in his role. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
And when you got veteran guys like that playing in tough games like this, I don't know what it is about playing at home. This is what I was telling you guys. Like, when you're on the road, bro, it seems like it's just you and your teammates against the world. Yeah. So it's likely that you can come out and have a pretty decent game versus being at home when you're comfortable, slept in your bed, you got your family around, you done let your guard down a little bit. You know what I mean? And to me, it seemed like that's what kind of happened in Houston, because Jabari Smith didn't really play a hell of a game as far as scoring wise, him averaging about 16, 17 in this series. They needed all those young dudes to play well. I like the demeanor that LeBron had to start the game. Just very serious and understanding and knowing that, man, I can't settle too much tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I got to put pressure on these boys.
I think the thing is, Ocho and Joe, is that last game, these guys had out-of-body experiences shooting the three.
Yes.
Guys were pulling up with guys in their face shooting the three.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tari Eason, the way he was bricking, even his mom was talking about how he was shooting the ball bad on social media. Jabari Smith was letting it rip.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, a couple of those shots, that's the difference. You see a couple of shots go in, you grow. All of a sudden, you clank a couple of them, you shrink.
Hey, you shrink, yeah.
Now you all of a sudden, you aiming at Joe like, come on, and you doing all this body language like, damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's all it takes is for a couple of them to miss, and now all of a sudden you're not nearly as confident as you once were. But that happens to young players.
Yeah.
As a vet player, you understand you're gonna have ebbs and flows of the game. I might drop one, and it might be a big play. I just know, hey, come back. They're gonna bring you on a shallow cross. You're gonna have an opportunity on a choice or an option route. Just catch that one. Just get the feel to put that pigskin, feel that leather.
Yeah.
Then we right back in business.
Yes,
We right back in business.
Yeah.
But, I thought the Lakers, this was the type of game that we wanted to see in Game 4. This was the type of game that we wanted to see in Game 5. We would see that, hey, we saw LeBron get right down here. Let's get right to it. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah. Hey, what about your boy Rui? Your boy Rui came to play tonight, didn't he?
Hey,
yeah.
He was feeling good.
We talked about Rui getting streaky and how he can hit 5 or 6. Hey, Joe, we talked about that the other day. I said, Joe, he's a guy, because I watched him in Memphis and I watched him in some of the series.
Yeah.
He's a guy, he's their best catch and shoot guy from the three. Now, I think Kennard is an overall better shooter from the three than Rui. But as far as just catching the ball and letting it go, he's the best on the team.
Yeah. Hey, and he covered for us tonight too. But when Rui is playing like this, to where Braun can create and get him wide open shots and kind of get him going, that kind of picks him up, gets his defense going. I just think, hey, now the Lakers gotta, they gotta get some rest, Uncle and Ocho, and see what they can throw